Hello everyone, this is Shell, all things Shell, coming back at you. I am coming back at you with my 1 week post-op follow-up. So let's dive right on in. First, today is Tuesday, July the 28th, and I had my 1 week follow-up with my physician this morning, and everything was good. I'm still a little tender in certain areas, especially where they fixed the hernia, and in my belly button area is really tender. Basically, they just told me to continue with the ice packs and continue to walk as much as I can tolerate it. So lately I've been doing a lot of more moving around the house, doing little things around the house, but I still can't lift over 15 pounds. I can't bend, twist, or turn for at least the next several weeks. I kind of took some notes to follow up with this week. Let's jump right on into my stats. Basically, let me start from the beginning. My highest weight recorded was 272, and that was before surgery. Then I did the pre-liquid, clear liquid diet, and my weight going into the hospital for surgery after the 1 week of clear liquids was 261. So I was in the hospital for 2 days, came home on the third day, and weighed myself. I had gained that whole 10 pounds back. I was back at 271 at that time. And then currently today, when I went to the doctor's office, I was 253. So that put me down a total of I don't know quite how many pounds that put me down, but 253, that's doing good. I've noticed I've been losing like 2 pounds a day. I know that's gonna slow down because they actually started me on soft foods starting today. So of course I came home and made some eggs, and they were like quickly scrambled, mushy type eggs, but I put some Laughing Cow in it to give it a little flavor, and it was delicious. I got most of it down. I was afraid to push it. They did say I can eat up to a half a cup of food 3 times a day, so 4 ounces of food 3 times a day, and still get in my protein shakes as long as I get to 60 grams of protein. Speaking of the protein shakes, I discovered this week, before surgery, I had no problem. Drink them with no problem. In the hospital, drunk them with no problem. I noticed once I got home, a couple of days later, I was drinking and going straight to the bathroom. They gave me instant diarrhea, which in the bariatric world, that is called dumping. And then I kind of looked at the sugar contents on it. It was like the Ensure Protein Max had like 5 grams of total carbohydrates with the sugar in it, and the Premier Protein had 1 gram. So I tried to do just the 5 gram. I noticed it with the Protein Max. So I stopped drinking those, and then I said, well, the Premier Protein might be better. So when I did the Premier Protein, it did the exact same thing. So yesterday, I held off on the protein shakes for about 24 hours and just did straight liquids. So then yesterday I did a protein shake mixed with my coffee, and it kind of thinned it out with ice, and I tolerated it well. So taking in too much liquids and knowing that feeling, I kind of experienced that this week. I was used to in the hospital, I could do the 4 to 6 ounces with no problem. Came home, I didn't have the little measuring cups. So word to the wise, when you leave the hospital, take you some of those little measuring cups. So I was just sipping, And it got to the point where it didn't go down. I had reached capacity, and that feeling in my chest for at least 2 to 3 hours was the pits. I couldn't drink anything. So then I kind of resulted to my ice thing. I'm a ice eater anyway, so I just got a cup of crushed ice and just started eating on ice as it just slowly trickled down until that feeling finally passed. So just to keep that in mind, even with liquids, you can reach your capacity. Water weight. So like I said, I was in the hospital for 2 days, discharged on the 3rd day. I had plenty of IV fluids. Plenty of IV fluids. And I didn't even notice that I retained water weight until I got home, got on the scale, and was 10 pounds heavier. I was like, oh, wow, that's a lot of water weight. So be prepared for water weight once you get discharged from the hospital. It took about 5 days before the whole 10 pounds of the water weight went away and I got back to my baseline weight, and then I started losing weight after that. Throat spasms, which I call them throat spasms. The doctor said today basically it's gas pains. All I know is from my shoulder to the center of my chest, I could just be sitting there and it's just like it just tightens up. And then I just take a minute, take a couple of deep breaths, and it kind of goes away. So the doctor was letting me know that that is probably gas pains, and I will have that for the next couple of weeks. Walking is the best solution for that. So when that start happening, to get up and walk. And as I spoke at the earlier part of the video, I'm able to eat eggs, or able to eat soft pureed food. Like I had an egg today. I'm able to eat like cream of wheat. I'm not a grits person. They said oatmeal, but it has to go in a blender to grind the oats. So that's too much work. So I'll just do the cream of wheat. Yogurt, Greek yogurt. I did have to pay specific attention to which Greek yogurt I chose because of the amount of sugars. One thing I can truly, your body will not tolerate a certain amount of sugars. You'll have to know your tolerance level with how many grams of sugar you can take in a setting. Right now, I'm trying to get anything that's 6 or less. Because it seemed like 6 is my cutoff point. I can have cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese, but I didn't buy any. I know it's something I wouldn't eat faithfully. Cream soups. I've been looking at a lot of recipes on Pinterest for like the puree diet stage. And so look forward to me trying some of those things, and I'll kind of show you how I made it and a couple of recipes that I found on Pinterest. Scars. I do have several scars. Keep in mind, I have had abdominal laparoscopic surgery a couple of times in the past, so I already had scars there. The doctor did a great job going near or in those same scars that she could, and I just have small scars. I will insert that video now. Hi, as you can see, I have multiple scars where I done had laparoscopic surgery before. These are the ones she went into. This little small one here, that little bitty small one there, the real small one over here, and then the major was in my belly button. Once again, thank you for watching. All Things Shell. Please like, subscribe, comment. I look forward to hearing about your journey. Have a great day.